In the heart of the red dust savannah stood the village of Lintana, once full of laughter and drum beats. Now it lay quiet, wounded by fear, every night. A cold wind moved through the huts, whispering like a grieving ancestor. No one knew when the troubles began, only that the wells dried. The crops failed, and shadows moved in the forest where no shadows should be. Elder Kofi, the oldest voice of the village, felt something watching from the darkness. He gathered the people by the fire, its flames trembling as if afraid. "A spirit walks among us," he said, "but I cannot tell if it brings warning or doom." Young Abeni, brave and curious, felt a strange pull toward the forest. She had heard a soft call in her dreams, like a distant drum. She didn't know why, but she felt the spirit was not here to harm them. It wanted to be found. The next evening, the sky turned a deep copper, and thunder rumbled without rain. Warriors sharpened their spears, mothers hid their children, and the elders burned herbs to chase away wandering spirits. But nothing worked. The night grew heavier. Ebony felt the call again stronger, while the villagers hid inside. She stepped quietly toward the forest edge. The trees swayed though there was no wind, their leaves whispering her name. She swallowed her fear and entered. Inside, the air was cool, thick with the smell of damp earth. Strange footprints, glowing faintly, formed a trail ahead. Ebony followed until she reached a silent clearing. There, hovering above a stone, was a faint blue light shifting like smoke. Suddenly, branches cracked behind her. A tall figure stepped out, face hidden under a mask carved from ancient wood. "Do not touch it," the masked stranger warned. "But the spirit called me." The masked stranger revealed himself as Zuwina, a wandering guardian trained by the mountain elders. "This spirit is not like others," he said, studying the blue light. "It is trapped." Weakened, but powerful, the light flickered as if hearing their words. Ebony felt warmth from it, not danger. When she stepped closer, images filled her mind, fields once green, drums beating joyfully, children running through tall grass. It was Lintana as it used to be. "This spirit remembers our village," Ebony whispered. Zuwina nodded slowly. "It is an ancient protector. Something forced it away. Without it, your village lost its blessing." Ebony's heart pounded. "We must free it." Zuwina frowned. "To free it, we must face the darkness that bound it." Suddenly, the clearing shook. The blue light trembled violently, sending ripples of cold across the ground. Ebony clutched Zuwina's arm. Something else had sensed the spirit awakening. A howl deep, echoing, unnatural ripped through the forest. Trees bent as if bowing to a cruel master. A shadowy figure emerged from the darkness, taller than any man, shaped like smoke, but moving like a beast. Its eyes glowed red. Zuwina stepped in front of Ebony. "The banished one," he whispered. "A spirit twisted by anger. It feeds on fear. Your village's fear." The banished one struck, sending Zuwina crashing against a tree. Ebony stood frozen, trembling as the creature towered over her. But the blue spirit pulsed brightly, shielding her with a soft glow. The monster roared, shrinking back. Ebony realized something important. The protector spirit drew power from courage, not fear. She took a deep breath, lifted her chin, and stepped toward the banished one. "I am not afraid of you," she said, though her voice shook. The creature hissed, its smoky form trembling. It had felt the change. The forest exploded with light and shadow as the two spirits clashed. The protector spirit rose higher, its glow now bright enough to paint the trees blue. The banished one struck with claws of smoke, trying to swallow the light whole. Zuwina staggered to his feet. "Ebony, the spirit needs a voice, your voice." Understanding, Ebony stepped into the glow. Heat and wind swirled around her, but she didn't flinch. She began to speak, not with rehearsed words, but from her heart. She spoke of Lintana's laughter, its dances, its unity, its people who once shared food, stories, and love. With each word, the spirit grew stronger. The banished one shrieked as cracks of light split its body. A Benny shouted the final words, "Lintana will rise again." A burst of pure energy erupted. The banished one shattered into dust, swept away by the wind. Silence followed. Then the forest breathed again. A Benny and Zuwina walked back to Lintana with their protector spirit, drifting beside them like a soft blue flame. As they stepped out of the forest, the sky brightened and a warm breeze swept across the village. The wells filled, crops lifted their heads, and birds returned to sing at dawn. The villagers gathered in awe. Elder Kofi bowed deeply. The ancestors have returned to us. The spirit circled the people once before rising into the sky, its glow fading into the morning sun. A Benny felt a gentle warmth in her chest, its final blessing. That night, the village celebrated with drums that echoed across the plains. Zuwina prepared to travel again, but a Benny knew she would never forget what she saw. Elder Kofi spoke the lesson to all. Asterisk. A village breaks when fear rules the heart. But even the smallest courage can call the spirits home.